Buying a bigger house rarely starts with math. It starts with emotion. Because a house is never just a house. It's identity, safety, status, proof that you're progressing. And when people walk into a large empty living room for the first time, they don't imagine monthly payments or maintenance or opportunity cost. They imagine future versions of themselves. Dinner parties that might never happen, guests they might never host, children who might not even exist yet, or a bunker where they hide their shady hobbies. And that imagination is powerful enough to silence logic, because society quietly teaches us that success should be visible, measurable in square footage, bedrooms, tall girlfriends, and zip codes. So when the bank approves you for more than you expected, it feels like validation rather than a warning. Even though banks don't measure what makes you financially free, they're not going after you to see what this person actually do. They measure what keeps you paying interest for decades. And once you stretch for that bigger house, the cost doesn't stop at the mortgage. It multiplies invisibly. Higher property taxes, higher insurance, more furniture to fill empty space, more repairs, more heating, more cooling, more time spent maintaining something that was supposed to give you peace. And slowly the house becomes the reason you can't take risks, can't invest aggressively, can't step away from work because your lifestyle now depends on a structure that doesn't generate income. And psychologically, this is where the trap tightens. Because once you've committed, you start defending the decision, telling yourself it's an investment, that real estate always goes up, that at least you're building equity. But equity doesn't pay bills, and it doesn't buy freedom unless you sell or borrow against it, and most people never do. So what looks like wealth from the outside is often financial rigidity on the inside. And the most dangerous part is that the stress creeps in quietly, not as panic, but as constant low-level pressure, the kind that makes people cling to jobs they dislike and delay dreams they once had, while convincing themselves this is just what adulthood looks like. But when you step back, the psychology becomes clear. People don't buy bigger houses because they need space. They buy them because they want certainty in an uncertain world. They want to feel like they've made it, like they're safe, like they're ahead. And the irony is that the very thing meant to provide security often reduces flexibility, slows wealth building, slows down the chances of getting that Lambo, and locks people into a future they didn't consciously choose. Because real financial strength doesn't come from how much house you can afford. It comes from how much freedom you retain after paying for it. And that's why the quiet, almost invisible decision to live in less than you can afford has been one of the most consistent patterns among people who actually build long-term wealth. Not because they're depriving themselves, but because they understand something most people don't. Peace doesn't come from filling space. It comes from leaving room. It comes from a family that helps each other and stays closer to each other. The smaller the house, it brings the family even closer. Don't go with the minimalistic trends. Buy a compact house and turn it into a place which brings the real personality of people living into it.